What's up guys, this is inHaze and welcome back. In this video I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different than I normally do, and that is a third-party program, an external app that is a world viewer for Minecraft. The name of it is called Eihort. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled E-I-H-O-R-T. I used this program when I first started playing. This program was around. It's a really nice world viewing tool, and I would use it for a lot of stuff, but then the author kind of slowly stopped updating it, and then once the new Anvil world format came around, it just stopped working completely. So that was a while ago, and I thought it was dead in the water. And I actually recently found out that it has been updated, and it's even got some cool new features in it and bug fixes. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. And I'm actually been showing it to you right now. This is it. It looks almost exactly like when you're up close like this, like you're in game. It is really nice. You can use any texture pack. I'm using the John Smith right now, but I actually tested this out with like the Realism 256, and it looks just like how it does in game. It's pretty amazing. But the real main feature of this program is the extreme render distance. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This obviously this is my Crystal Caverns map, and this is like the whole thing getting viewed at once through no clipping through the surface. How crazy does that look? If you turn on the status bar up here, you can see my render distance right now is 1,000 blocks, which pretty much covers the whole main cave area and the flat land that was outside of the giant chunk. So you can see I'm flying around here. This is all real time. I'm flying around here, and there's like almost no lag whatsoever. It is like so smooth, it's not even funny. And of course, this is dependent on your computer. You can't get like a piece of crap and expect it to run the exact same thing. I just recently got this. Otherwise, like my computer I had before this was like 3 to 4 years old, and it was only a mid-range computer at the time, so it probably couldn't handle anything near this. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. Whoops, a little bit of lag there. So that is the main feature of it, but there's a couple other different options I want to talk to you real quick about. Then I'm going to show you some other maps. This little status bar right here is brought up with F1, F2. Whoops, sounds startled me. F2 normally takes a picture, but obviously you can see there was an error here, and that's not working. But that doesn't matter because you can always do a screen print, and it's pretty much the same thing. Let's see. So yeah, your settings up here. Also, the mouse normally when you click, it's like a free view where the mouse controls where you're looking. If you hit escape, that allows you to like click around different things like the options. So up here you have your coordinates, you have your memory usage. This configuration file is where your key bindings are, and there's also a couple settings in there for like movement speed and a few other things. You can check that out. It's just in the same directory where you installed it. And then you have your light strength, which is controlled with L button. You have your normal overworld light strength, and then you have the nether and end, which is a little bit brighter, and then you have the maximum brightness. So that is controlled with the L keybind. Then you have your time over here, which it controls what time of the day it renders everything in. So that is controlled with the T button, and Y is what controls that. So you can do that, and actually let's see, there's a village over here somewhere where actually, I mean, it shows all the normal like ambient lighting and stuff. Yeah, you can see. So I mean, it's really cool where it looks like almost just like how it does in game for that lighting. And actually it's even a little bit nicer, like when the sun is going down, it shines like a little bit lighter on the one side of the buildings and stuff. So kind of gives it a little bit more realistic effect. So that is that. And then you have your view distance, of course, which is controlled with the open and closed square brackets on the right side of the keyboard. The open bracket makes it lower. You can see the number change there on the left, and the closed bracket is what makes the render distance larger. So that are the main things there on the side, and then also up here you have your extra options. This will bring up your world selection, which is just whatever's in your save folder. You can change your spawn location, the player location, and then you could jump to the nether or the end or the overworld, which is where we're at. Here, if I do it now, I've never actually been to the nether or the end, so it's not generated on this current world. That's why it's blank, but otherwise that would show up. Here, this is actually what it looks like when it's first rendering. It only does this once, and then it's pretty much like all rendered out, and it doesn't load like new chunks after that. So that's that. You can change the block lighting, so the glowstone and lava and stuff, it won't actually light up the nearby blocks around it. Normally you just want that on. It probably runs a little bit faster without it, but it sure doesn't look as good, so go ahead and turn that back on there. And then you can actually highlight certain blocks here. So we got iron ore, diamond, lapis, moss, redstone signs, chest, portal, coal, gold, redstone, clay, rails, trees, water, and spawners. So, whoops, I think hit my reset button, yeah. So let me show you what that looks like. If we hit water, now you can see all the water is like, it really stands out now from everything else. Whereas before it kind of just blended in because it was dark, but it makes it its own little glowing section, so you can actually find, like, let's turn on the diamond, and that will light up all the diamond here along the bottom. So you can see there is natural ore and stuff generated in this because it was done in World Painter. So that is pretty much all the options. Actually, I'm gonna, whoops, turn that back off. So there you have it. That is the main part of the program. It's pretty smooth. It's the best world viewing program I've ever seen. Chunky is pretty nice, but you have to render everything with that, which takes, you know, at least like probably 30 minutes, if not hours in some cases. So this is just amazing on what it can do for like all the detail and stuff. It just looks so good. I'm very impressed with it. So I'm gonna jump into another world real quick, my Hillside Manor, just to show you kind of what a normal looking map will look like. Just to show you, this is a little bit bigger size than the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and increase this render distance. So you can see that's where like the blue line on the outside is getting bigger, so that's our total viewing area basically. So let's just bump it out. There we go. We're at about 1,600 blocks, so that's 8 times the normal far distance. And you can see it's starting to get a little choppier, but overall it's still pretty smooth when you're flying through here. And this is, I had the speed modifier on, so it's actually going a little bit faster than normal. This is the normal speed right here, so it looks pretty smooth like that. Now let's change the time of day. Makes this look a lot better. See that, man, when the sun's going down, it really can make a big difference in how this map looks. Or even at night like that when it's all glowing. Looks pretty cool, but I think right there, right when the sun is starting to set, or right before it's about to set, just think it looks really cool. It almost looks like it's a render itself, the way the light's hitting the sides. But the Hillside Manor, there it is. Then we got the little Egypt section over here. This also looks pretty cool, like it's a render. But it's not. It is just a world viewer program, a really amazing world viewer program. So that's pretty much about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I really want to spread the word about this program. This program does not get nearly the attention it should. Like, there's only 10 pages worth of comments on the Minecraft forums for this, and it's been around for like a year and a half. So that's terrible. There should be 100 comments. This program's just absolutely amazing. So go ahead and check it out. I'll have the links in the description. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.